I applied to do a keynote at Digital Dealer, and I submitted it, and it was on leadership and the dire need for change.
Sure.
And I literally wrote out a 52-week training course that was going to be given to every single attendee so that they didn't even have to write their own training. It had literally had it scripted for them on like the topic, openings, like jokes. Like I literally wrote a year's worth of training, and I said, I want to help dealers embrace the fact that they're leaders again, right? Help them be the ones to teach their people. And I said, I guarantee this will not only make it the best digital dealer you have, but it will get you more people coming to the next one. Well, Digital Dealer kicked it, and they said, we're really doing panels this year. We don't want to do, they weren't doing keynotes. They did keynote panels, which is fine. But the problem was they used my title and my description, didn't have me on the fucking panel. So I blew a gasket, not to them, but quietly, like in my heart. I was hurt. And so finally I gave in to Chris, and I said, you know what? Let's do a conference, man. Let's do it. And let's do it. And let's make the best conference ever. And we said, let's do everything not what anyone else is doing, right? So we said, let's have dealers be speakers, right? That's number one, right? At our first one. Challenge is, there are more people you can also learn from. But at our first one, we called a bunch of our friends. Brian Armstrong, Bobby Heron, Mike Davenport, Jen Briggs, Eric Milch, Chris spoke on social. I spoke on leadership. And then Chris called me in the conference room. So this was like November, maybe. November, December, something like that. Chris calls me in the conference room because he's watching Meerkat and Cardone's on. And Grant was saying, like, if you're not, he goes, you want to know who's doing it right on social? Matt Koenig. He's like at Koenig Co. That was what I used to have as my handle, my company name. And he goes, if you're not following, you're an idiot. And so Cardone's hyping me up, right? Now I met Grant because I was sales trainer for Dealer Group, but we weren't close, you know what I mean? I'd met him a couple times. He's still one of my idols, and he's been a mentor since I was 19 before I ever met him, right? He didn't know he was my mentor, but he was. So so here's my mentor telling people I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And if they don't follow me on social, they might as well just close their social media accounts. And Chris is like, dude, get in here. So I'm like listening to this. I'm like, I pull up Meerkat on my phone. And at that time, very few people in auto were doing live video. But myself, Grant, we were doing Meerkat and Periscope like multiple times daily. We did a telethon for Brian Armstrong and his wife for 12 hours. We went live every hour for 15 minutes. We raised like $18,000 for Tamara's surgeries and stuff. So like we lived on Periscope and Meerkat. So Grant all of a sudden goes, oh, hey, he's on. I'm going to cameo him in. And I'm like, oh, act like I'm cool. Right? So Grant cameos me in. I'm trying not to look like a fanboy. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what up, Matty Matt? I'm like, what up, G? Right? So we're talking, and he's like, we're having a great dialogue. And then he goes, listen, bro, I want to do something for you, man. He goes, I don't do this all the time, but I just want to do something for you. You name it, I'll do it. And Chris goes, ask him to keynote Rockstar. And I was like, well, we're putting on this event March 21st it was, 26th. And I go, in Kalamazoo, Michigan, at the Alamo Drafthouse Movie Theater. And we'd love it if you keynote it. And he goes, done. I'm in. That's my birthday, and it's my birthday present to you. I'm in.
That's so cool.
Holy crap. So all of a sudden, we go from a bunch of buddies putting on a conference, and we round it out with arguably the best known automotive sales trainer in the world. And he's doing it for free.
Wow.
Zero. Flew into Kalamazoo in his jet, $15,000 worth of his gas. Grant, Scarlett, Sabrina, Elena, Ryan Secco, Captain Ryan. And so the best part is Chris, because his balls are bigger than mine. So as soon as Grant says that, Chris picks up the phone and calls Gary Vaynerchuk's office. And he says, hey, listen, we're doing this boutique event in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Going to be like 75, 80 people. Grant Cardone's going to keynote it. I know Gary was just doing some stuff with Grant. We'd like to give Gary the opportunity to participate. I hear this from my office. And I'm like, I couldn't have heard that correctly, right? Gary's $50,000, right? So at that time. And I'm like, Jesus. And he goes, yeah, no, that's fine. You can give me a call back either way, but we need to get this buttoned up here in the next couple weeks or whatever. Click. I'm like, Who were you just talking to? He goes, Gary Vaynerchuk's people. I figured when's the best time to close a sale after you just closed one? I'm like, cool. Gary's people called back and said, Gary's in England. Can you move the date so that he can do it?
We covered a bunch of great topics today. What stood out most to you? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like the post and share it to keep the conversation going. You can follow Jason on all social media platforms by following Strategy with Jason. You can find him pretty well everywhere you can share content. I hope we were able to get you thinking. And until the next time, this has been Nathan with Digital Dealership Solutions. Have a great day.